אוקיי, חברים, אנחנו נמצאים ב-Fast Track טייטל באוהיו. We have here Mr. Tony Capuzzo.
Hello, everybody.
And I just wanted to ask you, since we are sitting in a title company, can you just explain our investors what is the important stuff that we're looking for in a title search and title insurance, or what is the important things that we're looking for?
First and foremost, as a real estate title insurance company, we're here to protect the buyer, to make sure that the property is free and clear of any encumbrances, liens, or defects in the chain of title that can hinder the end sale of the property, especially for an investor. We're here to make sure all funds come in appropriately and disperse according to escrow instructions, whether it be a cash transaction or a lender sale. Basically, our job is to protect the buyer in order to make sure that he has free and clear title for his end sale. As an investor, you appreciate this.
Yeah.
Additionally, any defects in the chain of title get notified to the buyer and basically to the seller first to see if they can correct them. If they're uncorrectable or non-marketable and we cannot determine that, or if we can determine it through our underwriters, then we advise all parties that the sale would be invalid. It's very rare that does happen, but in cases it does. Due to the facts of missing dower interest for spouses, especially in Ohio, mortgages that not have been released, liens that we cannot determine. We do our best to rule everything out, and we'll go the extra mile to make sure that the property is sold, and in the end, that we insure through our underwriters, First American Title Insurance Company and North American Title Insurance Company, either or, that you're protected throughout the ownership of your home.
Okay, and what about the procedure where we buy from banks like Fannie Mae, Wells Fargo, etc.? If we work with you, what is the difference between working with you or working with the title company of the seller?
Well, the difference is a lot of the bank-owned and Fannie Mae-owned properties, what they do as a big conglomerate, as a big lender, is they only do a lot of current owner searches, okay, which only protects you from one owner back. That's why they give you a limited warranty deed, okay? Mm-hmm. That's not going to protect you for a full-blown title insurance policy. What we do, in fact, is we go at least 42 years back to make sure the house is good. The property is good, not the house itself, but the property and the parcel, okay, is free and clear. Now, albeit that they will discount you, and I'll be honest with you, that if you go through their title company, that they will discount you and pay for certain fees, but it's in your best interest is to reach out to myself or another title company, at least for a title examination, to protect your interest, to make sure that the chain is completely fine. Okay, it might cost you an extra $200. It's not going to cost you an extra $20,000 in a claim. So it's better to be safe than sorry.
Exactly. It's better not to save a few bucks, but to be exposed to much higher
a higher risk. Yes.
Okay. Any other specific issue that are important to title company or work that we should know?
Not necessarily. As rule of good thumb, that we make sure that all funds are good funds, okay? Meaning that we verify all accounts, especially on your end sale, okay? We have to really be concerned about with cyber fraud nowadays. Mm-hmm. So we have our checks and balances in a row. Mm-hmm. We have besides ourselves looking at it, we have a third-party escrow company that does an oversee of all of our accounts and our disbursements and our ledgers. They also do a safe validation to make sure that the right person is on that account. If we cannot determine that it is not that account through whatever means of fraud that might come across, the wire will not go through to the end buyer. We will contact you and we will mail you the check, okay? We were not going to take that risk, and we're going to protect our seller. Ultimately, we're protecting our buyer. We want the transaction to go through, of course, but we're going to be at low risk and for your protection.
Okay, and last question, when a non-resident sells a property under his name, you probably have to deduct some tax, right?
That is correct. We have to do a FERTA affidavit, okay? And they're subject to different penalties and capital gain losses, okay? Most of our investors that are overseas have a U.S.-based limited liability company, partnership, corporation, etc. that will help offset any type of capital gains. Otherwise, we do have to report, and they will be signing an affidavit saying that you're subject to additional withholding from the U.S. government.
Great. Perfect, Tony. Thank you so much for your help today. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Anytime I could be of assistance.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
again.